Hello Sagittarius, this is Jessica with Cardinal Signs. Welcome to your May 2017 Choice and Decision reading. So to start off, I've split this reading into two choices, two options. So we have option A and we have option B. If you're currently faced with more than two choices, I want you to choose your two most viable options, and that's what we're going to work with here today. So before I start flipping over the cards, what I need you to do is assign each of your choices to either option A or B. You can do this purely intuitively, but if you'd like a little bit more of a framework when you're assigning your two choices, option A would be the choice that most closely resembles your current situation. It would be the choice that would lead to the least amount of change or upheaval. You might consider this to be your safe option, and this choice might be more of your logical choice. Option B, this would be the more significant departure from your current situation. It would result in the greater amount of change. This would be considered your higher risk option, and it might be guided more so from your gut instinct and your intuition rather than from logic. So once you've assigned your two choices to A and B, you have to stick with it. No changing once I start flipping over the cards. So we've got an overall energy here for each of the two choices. Three things that you need to consider while you're working through your decision. And then a final outcome energy. So this would be the outcome energy if you were to go with option A, and this would be the energy if you were to go with option B. Now I asked for a symbol of guidance to give me an overall energy for each of your two choices. For option A, I see a squid. So there's a sense of being propelled forward. You know how squids kind of like have that shooting forward motion, very quickly being propelled forward. Now, squids also release ink when they're frightened or startled. So you may feel like suddenly everything just goes black. And you may feel disoriented, you may feel like you've lost your bearings, you may feel blinded, like you can't see things for what they really are. Now, keep in mind that this will be temporary, so the ink will clear, this energy will pass, but just be aware that you may encounter this kind of disorienting, blinding energy. For option B, I'm seeing two spotlights. So something or someone, this could be you, is going to be in the spotlight. So there is a sense of being under a great deal of scrutiny, of being examined very closely, every little detail. This could be you doing the examining as well. We do have two choices, so no doubt you are looking very closely at all the details of your two options. So let's get into the cards here. Overall energy for option A, I have the Seven of Wands, stress. Three things that we need to consider with option A. We have the Eight of Wands, traveling. I have the Ten of Pentacles, we are the world. And I have the Ace of Wands, the source. As outcome energy, I have the Eight of Wands, and this is guilt. Overall energy for option B, I have the Mind. This is the Knight of Swords. Three things that you need to consider as you are making your decision. For option B, we have the Chariot. This is awareness. We have silence. This is the Star. And the Two of Pentacles, moment to moment. These are nice energies. Overall outcome, We have the Hermit, aloneness. Okay. So, this is fairly straightforward. Seven of Wands, we have stress. We have someone who is overwhelmed. We have someone who is trying to juggle a whole lot of different responsibilities, trying to keep everything straight, trying not to let, anything fall, not drop the ball here. And we've got something that's coming in and just throwing a wrench in it all, and really just causing a lot of chaos and disorder. So there's an overwhelming sense of stress associated with this choice. With the Eight of Wands, traveling. So there can be physical relocation associated with this option. It can be a fairly significant distance that you have to go. There's also, with the Eight of Wands, this is very rapid, very quick energy. This is also messages coming in and being exchanged. So a lot of information coming into you very quickly. It can be an overwhelming overload, information overload. Now we have a lot of people around you. Again, there is a sense of being overwhelmed perhaps by everybody else's opinion. Maybe everyone wants to throw in their 2 cents, and this can be confusing. If you're getting a lot of different pieces of advice from everybody's got something different to say, it can be confusing. It's coming at you from all sides, friends, family, co-workers. Overall, though, the Ten of Pentacles is very good energy. Pentacles are very stabilizing and grounding, so there may be 1 or 2 individuals in particular who are going to give you very good, solid advice that you can rely on and that you can really work with as you're moving forward with your choice. Now, because communication is highlighted, I do encourage you to have some candid conversations with people in your surroundings who are you consider wise, who you feel would be beneficial and able to offer the help that you need right now. Now, the energy of this card is also that of financial security. So you would be very well taken care of in a financial sense where you don't have worries. So it's very possible that this option will allow for a lot more financial stability in your life. We have the Source here. This reminds me very much so of the Sun, but it's the Ace of Wands. So this is a new beginning. This is a new passion being sparked, a new interest. This is also action. So your interest is going to be sparked or piqued in some way, and it is going to result in you taking some kind of action or definitive step in your decision-making process here. This choice may in fact be a result of this spark, maybe something suddenly ignited within you that is fueling this choice. Outcome energy, if we go with option A, there are some lingering doubts going on here. There's second guessing yourself. There's being not sure if you made the right choice. That's not to say that you did or didn't, but there's just the sense that you are feeling that way, that you're going over and over in your head, did I do the right thing? Should I have chosen, option B instead of option A, or was I right doing option A? And, it's just kind of, it's ineffective energy, and it's being trapped in your head, and feeling stuck, very stuck. This is that dark, okay, so that dark squid ink energy, this is definitely that. This is you, all the clouds have rolled in, and you're so stuck in these doubts and insecurities that you're blinded to everything else around you, and you can't see, that this is actually a pretty beautiful situation up here. You've got all these flowers, but all the storm clouds are just pushing down into your mind and really razzling you. Keep in mind, this is not solid energy. This is your mind. This is your thoughts. Okay. Overall energy for option B, we have the mind yet again. So there is a lot of mental turmoil going on here. So this is being overwhelmed. This is you being mentally fried. Okay. So you've reached your limit and you feel mentally drained, exhausted, kind of like you're incapable of making a coherent thought here and thinking rationally. We've got the steam coming out your ears here. This can be frustration. We have the Chariot. So just like the Eight of Wands, there is a sense of rapid forward movement with the Chariot. There's also truths being revealed here. Okay, so we have the curtain being pulled back and we have truth being illuminated. You being able to see a situation clearly. So that's very nice. We have the Star, which is represented by silence. So the Star is a very good omen. The Star is a wish card. The Star is showing that you have a lot of support around you, especially spiritual support. Now with the silence, this can be guidance for you to do a little bit of meditation, get in touch with your inner self, and kind of, especially because we have this energy here with the mind kind of just going nuts, the need for you to quiet your mind in order to reach, a sound conclusion here, to stop all that busyness and chatter and still everything so that you can receive clarity and wisdom. That way you can make a good decision. We have moment to moment. This is the Two of Pentacles. So this is you about to take a leap forward onto the next stepping stone here. This is you considering your options before you take that leap. This is you, balancing and doing a good job of juggling your two options, your two decisions. But definitely a sense of consideration here. Definitely a cautious energy of looking before you leap. This is also, fairly light-spirited. We've got a lot of colors on here. It's fairly, just a light energy, so it's not overly heavy. So there's a sense of optimism here as you're making this choice. And this can be a result of you quieting the mind. As an outcome, if you decide to go with option B, we have the Hermit, and this is represented as aloneness. So this is a very quiet, still, contemplative energy. Now the Hermit is generally in tarot kind of like a spiritual contemplation of going within, an inner journey. So it's possible that this outcome, if you go with this choice, is just going to allow you a little bit more personal space and freedom. This can be literally aloneness. So let's say you were considering ending something. This could be ending an unhealthy relationship, an unhealthy friendship. This can be you maybe going off on your own. Let's say you're currently employed at a business, and now you're going to be self-employed. You're going to be working alone. It can be something like that. There is a self-sufficiency within this card. There is being able to take care of yourself. It's an independent card for sure. I don't see this as being negative. Some people might fear aloneness, but I think it's an important state of being for us to all go through. I'm going to pull an additional card of guidance for you, Sagittarius, for option A and for option B. So what else does Sagittarius need to know as they make their choice during the month of May? What else do they need to know about option A? Additional guidance and clarification for option A for Sagittarius. Okay. And additional guidance and clarification for option B. What else does Sagittarius need to know about option B as they make their choice or decision during the month of May? What else does Sagittarius need to know about option B? It's this one. Okay. Now keep in mind, not all of this is going to resonate with you, right? This is a general reading, so just take what does resonate with you and leave behind the rest. Don't allow other energies to confuse what resonates with you. So for option A, we have nature. So there is a lot of red here in these cards, with the traveling, with stress, with the source, and even a red t-shirt here in the guilt card. And then red pops out very strongly for me in the nature card. So again, there is the sense that there's a passion here, there's a spark, there's something really propelling you forward, really driving you forward. You almost feel compelled here. And it's also feeling very natural. You're being drawn to it. It's very attractive to you. You're very attracted to this choice, or you're very attracted to whatever is propelling you to make this choice. For option B, we have gentleness. Very beautiful card. Now, I always get a sense of wariness with this card. This person looks like she doesn't quite trust you. She's kind of trying to figure you out. She's assessing you. So, again, there is that sense, like I talked earlier, of being scrutinized. This could be you really looking very closely at the situation, and trying to figure it out. But because this is gentleness, this isn't rude scrutiny. This isn't This isn't invading anyone's privacy. This is just kind of you standing back from afar and really assessing, before you take that step forward. You want to make sure what you're getting into here. That's what I'm getting from this card. Definitely that look before you leap energy. Okay. So I'm going to leave it at that. So I can't make the choice for you. It's going to be different for everybody. Some of you it's going to be option A, some of you it's going to be option B. It really depends on what resonated with you here. But I do hope that something that I've said has helped to clarify your choices, helps you to make a decision. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video, if you want to receive more like this. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments below how this pans out for you, what resonated with you. I'd love to hear it. So thank you so much for watching, Sagittarius. I hope you have a wonderful month of May, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.